I'm working on one now, and this particular carrier, when it's all said and done, I will be a name dropper with this carrier.
Oh, really?
So we're working on this concrete contractor in Claremont, commercial guy. So there's 2 concrete codes, right? So if you do flat work, that's a cheaper code, pouring concrete. But if you're starting to go straight up with concrete, that's a higher rated code. So that code's probably 35, 40% higher. Well, they do a lot of flat work. They do grocery stores. A big one, they do BJ's. Mm-hmm. So that's flat work. That's ground supported work.
Right.
Should be in the cheaper code.
Right, because you're not up.
So 2 years.
The less risk.
Right. 2 years ago, that's correct. 2 years ago, they got hit. They owed $49,000 on an audit. So they reached out to me and they go, can you help us? So we start working on it. But in between that time, then their policy renewed again and they had an audit. Now they owe $50,000 on the next audit.
You're always audited every year.
Every year, yep. So this is just workers' comp. So I'm literally sitting down with the carrier, the auditor, and I'm going, here's what it says. If you're doing flat work, it should be in this cheaper code. We're not changing it. So they go, now, if you bring in NCCI, that's kind of the governing body. So they determine what goes in which code. They determine rates.
Right.
So, and I said, well, yeah, you pay for it, for NCCI to come in. They go, we're not. You pay for it.
So
let me finish the story.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So here, they got a client that's, by the way, this client's not having hardly any claims. They're paying a couple $100,000 a year for workers' comp, and then they're getting whacked, right? So I bring NCCI in, and of course the insured, the contractor's going, Duke, I don't want it to get worse. I go, it can't get worse. These people are wrong, I guarantee you.
Right.
I bring NCCI in. They do the inspection, right? They do the whole thing. We go through it. I sit with them, a couple-hour meeting with the client. And they sent the report back. Yes, they should be able to use this code. That's cheaper. They still refuse to change it. Still refuse to. So, oh yeah.
See, they know how to get away with this.
What they don't know is.
You had another way to get them.
Oh no! I'm getting ready. They don't realize they got a guy in that.
They don't
meeting.
realize that the guy is a bulldog that they've hired.
I got a Napoleon complex.
Me too.
So I am.
We call it the short king now.
The short king. Yeah, I'm the short king. So I'm telling you, I'm sitting there. I literally have the vice president on the phone talking to him about it, and I go, "You guys are not client friendly in this state," and they're out of North Carolina. And you guys are not client friendly, and this is going to hurt you because you guys are wrong. And of course, I'm not the agent, right? I'm just the consultant. So guy cuts me off. But I will tell you.
Well, when the big boys, and when you say NCCI, you're talking about this is a National Council on Compensation.
Right? Yeah. Out of
these guys,
they set the rules.
They set the rules for the entire country.
Yeah, exactly. They set the rules.
And you're going to tell me that group was told we don't care what the national group said?
They're going to try. I predict already. I'll be ready.
So what's the next step? You got to do a lawsuit?
Oh, no. Now we go to dispute resolution. So I'm going through that now, getting everything set up, but I have to supply there's a board. So it's made up of several people. So this insurance WorkComp carrier in North Carolina, I don't want to say their name yet, but I'm.
Okay.
Yeah. But they are the ones, so they have to attend. I'm going to attend.
Am I at risk here at all? Will they come after me?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Well, you can get Kelly to start your car. You have to. So,
I know about these insurance people.
Yeah, oh, no, I know.
You know what I mean?
But you know what? So can we do...
And the insurance, this NCCI, by the way, right?
Yeah. They're not...
It's not a government. It's not a government agency.
No. But here's the thing. You know where they make their money? You know who make... And this is my opinion. They make it from the insurance carriers. So they are really pro-insurance carriers. The Department of Insurance is pro-business.
Yeah.
They're separate. And Carmen, if you think about it this way, over the years, every time, it gets around October and NCCI says, we're going to do a 3% rate rollback this year. Department of Insurance says, oh no, 8%. So they're pro-business.
Right.
So there's always this back. So
and that's a government agency.
Department of Insurance, yeah, but they're pro.
And they're pro-business?
They're pro-business.
In Florida?
I don't know about other states.
It's got to be,
Department
because every time I ever look at other states, I go, Florida's the best.
Yeah.
For business.
Oh, they do. Yeah, absolutely. And they do a good job.
You know, when you look at these other states and their comp,
Yeah.
whatever you call it, the policy, the comp rules.
Yep.
Like Ohio, I believe, is not like Florida. Like we have the, what is it, the competitive rating system?
It's called a monopolistic state.
There's monopolistic.
Yeah, so you just buy it from the government, Ohio. So here's what's interesting. So this goes back during COVID, and NCCI reaches out to me because they're always coming up with new classifications, employee classifications. Like they have drone manufacturing.
Oh, really?
Right. Oh, yeah. And then they're making changes to existing classifications.
And drone operators.
Yep. That's already they already have a drone pilot class code. So there's all these different codes, and then there's existing codes where they want to make changes. So anyway, the Department of Insurance, because NCCI just comes up with these codes or comes up with these changes, take it or leave it, right? Department of Insurance said, no more. We want you to put a task force together. I don't know how many people that this task force, that they review it and they give you their opinion or they challenge you, right? So
Who puts a task force together?
this is what the Department of Insurance told NCCI.
They have to pay for a task force?
No, it's me.
Oh, it's you. Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know if they reached out to whoever they reached out to, but what's interesting, they didn't call me first. They called a guy named Eric Jones, and Summit is one of the largest work comp carriers in the Southeast.
Oh, yeah.
And Eric Jones is the VP of auditing. They called him first, and they wanted him to be on it to review it. And I'm friends with Eric, and he said, you don't want me. You want Duke. Because Duke sees both sides. You know, I'm going to be pro-carrier side. You're going to ask me about class codes? If it's going to benefit us, right? But Duke sees both sides of it. So he works with clients, and you know,
It's a very rare quality, Duke.
to
be on both sides of the aisle.
Well, I'm only 80% on each.
So 40,
side.
40, and then there's a 20 section?
No. I'm saying if there's a gray area
Okay, that you...
for you're the client, I take it.
Okay.
So I'm not like black and white.
Right.
If we can help you
You're
out,
a little client heavy, is what
I'm
you're
client.
saying.
Yeah, I'm client. That's what I'm supposed to do.
You have to be client heavy.
Yeah.
Right.
So I fight for my clients from that standpoint. So there we go. I got two ladies team call a couple of years ago. So they send you all this stuff to read. And by the way, I mean, if you miss a comma or the word and, you got to, and I'm not.
And that's, you're talking about from...
These are the new classifications
Right.
or changes to existing classifications.
Okay,
and
the
I'm going to tie this into a roofer, part of our guys, part of the class.
Okay.
We got a lot of roofers there. So anyway, and I'm looking at these changes. So one of them is, you know, if you're a mechanic shop or you're a body shop, so you got a lot of dealerships, you take your car in to get the oil changed. So you've got a guy or a woman in there with a white shirt on, and they're going, okay, Carmen,
Yeah.
need the oil change, right?
Yeah, I know.
So what they're saying is that person should be in the mechanic code,
Ugh.
which I think he'd ought to be in
That's
the
crazy.
sales code. Yeah. And so
Why would it be in the mechanic code?
because this is their response to me. So I challenge that. I go, I don't think that's right, because these people, they don't even know where an oil filter is, much less. So they said, well, Duke, they walk around in the shop. They walk around in there. So they're subject to, I go, well, so does the owner. Doesn't make him a mechanic, does it?
Right.
Or a body shop guy. So this is where.
Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous because walking around
Yeah.
is a completely different hazard than being under the vehicle.
Yeah, twisting wrenches.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So
Why
now,
would they want to do that and try to make it harder for that's not pro business.
That's because it's NCCI.
Oh, that's what the NCCI people are doing. Okay.
So now I make the comment. So I go, hey, so the owner walks around in there too. Doesn't make him a mechanic. He does. Owners walk around all the
Customers
time.
are. Remember when they used to let customers come in?
Yeah.
I still defy the yellow chain because it's plastic.
Oh, yeah.
I hop over that yellow. I go, I want to see what you guys are doing because
Yeah, right.
you're charging me whatever. It doesn't work. But again, you're taking an order. You're an order taker that
Right.
has to go into the shop.
Right.
If you pick up a tool,
That's different, right? So I then make this analogy. I go, so you can have a roofing contractor as a sales guy. He climbs up on the roof, and he's still a sales guy. That's what I say to him.
Yeah,
I'm just
true.
giving that, yep. And they go, not for long.
They're going to change it.
Not in Florida yet.
See,
And
it just seems like they have the upper hand. They can do whatever they want. They're the bully.
They can.
This is the bully. We're talking about bullying people. It's not right.
so anyway.
It's like someone saying to a comedian, you know that joke that you did last night? We're going to tweak it before you go on stage. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Right.
This is my job. I do the jokes.
Right. Well, here's my next announcement. So at the very end of the conversation, so I say to these two ladies, I go,
He's just
are
two,
you going to make
two ladies only?
Two ladies, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And I go, you
We're
guys
getting
make
very
any,
specific now. We know exactly where
Well,
they
I'm
work.
giving you the mental
it's down
picture.
to two people.
Yeah.
We know some guy's name over there too.
Yeah.
It's a lot of trouble here. I can feel the trouble brewing.
You don't need to, yeah. Now, thank you. So now I ask them this
I'm a
question.
guest on the podcast also.
No.
Okay.
So now I say, are you going to make any of these changes I recommended, right? And you would have thought they were at a Carmen Ciricello comedy show. You would have thought it, man. Because it was like, huh. I got a little laugh.
Because they laughed hard.
They laughed. They belly laughed.
Right. Standing
They were
ovation.
dying laughing. And I go, so you're not, these recommendations, these changes that I recommended, nope, we're not going to make them. So I go, so you just need a box to check, right?
Wow.
And they go, exactly. So they were honest with me. So I go, I always want to stay on this task force. Never take me off. And I have a call with them actually on St. Patty's Day.
So you're on the task force for the NCCI.
For the NCCI, but look, they're not going to make changes, but I want to know what changes are coming up so I can warn your roofers. Oh, by the way, because here's how you're going to find out. They make the change.
Okay.
I
see the angle here.
They make the change, and now, Mr. Roofer, you find out when you get audited, and you owe $20,000.
Right.
See what I mean? So I'm
But you're
staying
going to
on-
know in advance to
I know
warn the
when.
roofer.